Welcome back. This is your upper body strength flow part 2. We'll start on forearms and knees today. Forearms parallel to each other, shoulders over your elbows, and tuck your toes under. Inhale here. Exhale, round your back and hover your knees an inch away from the floor. Inhale, knees down, hips back, heart forward. Exhale, round, little hover. Let's do 3 more. Really press down into your forearms as you hover your knees. Last one. And then find neutral here. Stretch one leg back then the other for a forearm plank. As always, you can lower your knees to the ground in forearm plank, but keep your shoulders right over your elbows. As you exhale, you'll pivot your heels to the right, and if your knees are down, you'll shift your hips a little to the right. Hold here. Both forearms are going to stay down, so you really feel that crunch through the right side of your body. Come back to center. Pivot your heels to the left, your hips to the left. Stay with your breath, both forearms down. Come back to center, and then lower your knees. Walk your right hand up, your left hand up. Downward facing dog. We'll move into our flow. Inhale, stretch your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend your right knee into your chest and pause. And you can do this from hands and knees as well. Push the floor away. Imagine that you were going to hold here for like 2 minutes, but I promise we will not. But be that sustainable in your form as you press into the ground, stay with your breath. Then pop up onto your right fingertips to make space and step your right foot forward into a lunge. Lengthen your spine. As always, take as many steps as you need to get your right knee over your heel and your whole right foot on the floor. Then spin your back heel down and rise up, warrior 2. We'll just be here for a breath or so see if you can sink your front knee a little deeper. Inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor. You're going to plant your left hand. Eye of the elbow points to the space between the index finger and thumb, and we're going to come into a side plank on our left side. So you can cross your right foot in front like a little kickstand. You can lower your left knee down to the ground. Strong through your left hand. You can look down, forward, or up. Reach up through your right arm if that feels good. Inhale. Exhale, plant your right hand. Come into a plank pose. And step or hop your feet wide apart, as wide as your mat. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds, either holding your wide plank or tapping opposite shoulders. You can lower your knees to the ground as well. Ready? Here we go. Opposite shoulder taps. As you tap, whichever hand is pressing into the floor, press it down and forward. That'll help to keep your hips still. It'll help to keep you stable here. As you tap, tap, tap. Good breathing. Try not to let your hips rock around. I know it's challenging. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break. Lower your knees to the floor if they're not there already. Come down to your forearms. Shoulders over elbows. Stretch your legs back. Again, knees down is totally cool here too. If your knees are up, you'll pivot your hips to the right and your heels to the right. Right forearm down, you'll come into a forearm side plank on this side. You can also come into a knee down forearm side plank with your left leg extended. Shoulder over elbow, you can stretch your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, left forearm down. Back to your plank, knees up or down. We're going to walk our right hand up, our left hand up, and find downward facing dog. And we'll repeat on the second side. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Push the floor away, really strong, really sustainable here. Press into your hands. And then pop up onto your left fingertips, step your left foot forward, as many walks as you need to get there. Spin your right heel down and rise up into your warrior two. Doesn't it feel good to give your upper body a little break here? Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, right hand down, come into your side plank on your right side. Eye of the elbow points toward the space between index finger and thumb. And you can also come down to your forearm here if that feels better in your body. Inhale, exhale, lower your left hand down. Find your wide plank pose. We're here for 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Opposite shoulder taps. Whichever hand is down to the floor, press it down and forward, down and forward. Try to keep your thighs pressing up without sticking your butt up in the air, as we've been working with in our planks. Almost there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step or walk your feet together. Lower your knees down. And then we'll lower to our forearms. Stretch back into a forearm plank. Pivot heels and or hips to the left to come into a forearm side plank on your left side. You could keep your fingertips down here or stretch your top arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right forearm down. Knees up or down, walk your left hand up. Walk your right hand up. And before we do round 2, let's take a nice little break here in child's pose. Walk your hands back toward your knees. Lift your torso upright. And enjoy a chest stretch. A little bend in your elbows can help you find a little more broadening across your chest. Got one more round in you, each side? All right, you look so excited. Let's find our downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale your right knee to your right upper arm this time, to or toward. Now just for fun, hold here or slide your knee down to your wrist and then back up. And then let's stretch our right leg back and step our right foot forward. Again, you can pop up onto your fingertips to make a little more space. Open up warrior two, inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand down, come into side plank on your left side. Variation of choice, stable and strong. One breath in. Exhale, right hand down, come back into your plank, and step or jump your feet as wide as your mat. We're here for 30 seconds, shoulder taps. Nice. Long spine, soften your face and your jaw. We're halfway there. You can lower to your knees. It's also easier with your feet a little wider. If you want to make it a little more challenging, feel free to walk your feet closer together. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step or jump your feet a little closer together. Lower your knees to the ground and come down to your forearms. Stretch your legs back behind you. Pivot your heels to the right, toes to the left. You can do a kneeling forearm side plank as well, shoulder over elbow. Perhaps stretch your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, left forearm down. Come back to your forearm plank. Your choice. Knees up or down. Walk your right hand up, your left hand up. Downward facing dog. One more side to go. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left upper arm. Hold here or slide down and up one time. Down and up. Stretch your left leg back, inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, maybe pop up onto those fingertips. Spin your right heel down and rise up, warrior two. Inhale here, enjoy this hands-free pose for another exhale. Inhale, and then exhale, lower your right hand down for a side plank variation on your right side. One breath, inhale. Exhale, left hand down, plank pose. Step or jump your feet as wide as your mat. Last time shoulder taps, 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. You can go fast, you can go slower. Steady with your breath, more than halfway there. You could also hold your plank, hold a forearm plank, whatever you need. See if you can keep it in the plank though. 3, 2, 1, and then step or jump your feet closer together. Lower your knees down. Come onto your forearms. Come into your forearm plank. Pivot your heels to the left, your toes to the right for your forearm side plank variation. One breath, inhale. Exhale back to your forearm plank. Knees down or lifted. Walk your left hand up, your right hand up. Downward facing dog. Take a nice long inhale. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And then lower your knees to the ground. Let's come onto our bellies. Place your hands under your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Broaden through your chest. And as you inhale, lift your chest into a little cobra pose. See if you can hover your hands here. You can stay in this low cobra, or you can resist back and come up a little higher, but do keep your elbows bent, your thighs on the floor. Inhale, and exhale, release. 2 more times like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Let's press it back into a child's pose. Take an inhale here and a long exhale. And then start to walk your hands back toward your heels to come upright. And give your right wrist a little squeeze and draw forward like you're drawing it away from your elbow, and your left wrist too. And interlace your hands and draw some little figure eights here. Maybe the opposite direction, don't think about it too hard. And then one more little chest stretch here. And release and make your way onto your back. Heels underneath your knees. And inhale, lift your hips up into a bridge pose. You can hold onto the edges of your mat like rails or interlace your hands underneath you and walk your shoulder blades in toward each other. And just make sure you're walking your shoulder blades, or that you're not pulling your shoulder blades down away from your ears, which can cause your neck to flatten and not feel so great. Stretch out through the tops of your thighs. Lift your chest toward your chin and move your chin a little away from your chest to keep the space between the back of your neck and the floor. Take one more inhale here and an exhale. And then release any clasp, walk your shoulder blades back out and lower down onto your back. Separate your feet as wide as your mat and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. You can turn your palms to face up or bend your elbows and make goalposts. And come back to center. And find your final relaxation shape here. So that might be feet wide on the floor, knees dropping in toward each other. Might be a butterfly position or legs extended. You can rest your arms alongside you or on your belly. And especially after an upper body focus practice, it can be really nice to place your hands behind your head and give the weight of your head to your hands and use your hands to lengthen the back of your neck. And then set the back of your head down on the mat. And bring your arms back alongside you or to your belly. You can close your eyes if it's comfortable to do so. And rest here in Shavasana for as long as you like or as long as you can. And thank you for all your hard work today and again throughout this program. I'll see you back here tomorrow for your core strength drills, round 2.